Hey everybody, Mangrove Mike here today. I'm in the fly tying room with my old fly tying buddy. Where'd he go? There he is, Mr. Gene. Mr. Gene has tied many flies with me, but right now he's not feeling too good. This is going to be one of the last flies that Mr. Gene ties. He's got cancer, he's got a tumor in his throat. It's making him hard for him to eat, and it's going to be the second good buddy I've lost to cancer. Egbert Cabral, my fly fishing guide in Belize, just passed away with cancer, and oddly enough in the same area in his jaw or his throat there where he had some dental work done years ago. But this is going to be one of the last flies that Mr. Gene ties, and it's going to incorporate his cat hair. So if any of you fly tiers out there have a cat, this may be something that you can do with the cat hair. And I'm sure that you know there's no lack of abundance of cat hair. And I'm going to show you a different way to collect the cat hair and the proper way to tie this particular bonefish fly that I'm going to call the Mr. Gene. And hopefully we'll take the fly fishing and catch some bonefish with it later on this winter. But that's the intro. Let's get busy tying the fly and collecting some cat hair.
So instead of sweeping your cat hair off the floor, go to the pet store and get a brush like this one. It has a push button which releases the cat hair in nice bunches. If you're lucky and have a cool cat like Mr. Gene, you may get two different colors of cat hair to use in your fly tying.
Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and start tying the fly here. As you can see, I already have the hook in the vise. It is a Mustad 34007 size 6. That's probably my favorite size for bonefish. And I've just got a standard thread on here, like a 150 denier. So we're going to get started here, and I hate to tell you that there's not going to be any secret recipe here, no secret bonefish fly. All I'm doing is showing you a way to use your cat hair as a body material and a way to dub that cat hair onto the fly. So I'm first going to start with a pair of black bead chain eyes, and I'm going to tie them in about at the hook point, more towards the back of the hook than you would, say, a regular bonefish fly like a Crazy Charlie. I'm going to make sure that the eyes are on nice and straight. I'm going to hit them with a little bit of Zap-A-Gap, and I'm going to continue with some strong thread wraps to secure those eyes in place, making some base wraps here and there so they stay put. Advance my thread towards the back of the hook, and I'm going to tie in some rubber legs. I've already cut them in half. These are barred orange rubber legs, and they are, like I said already, I pre-cut them in half, and I'm going to take them again by the tips so they're in half again. I'm going to tie these rubber legs, pulling them straight and tight to the back of the hook so that when I let go, these legs splay to each side of the hook really nice. Yeah, you can adjust them a little bit. And those are the kicker legs. I like to have them about 1.5 the length of the hook shank behind the hook there. Nothing too long. Now, this is the fun part, and you can make a dubbing loop here if you're into that. I really don't. I just take the cat hair and twist it on to the thread, and you can wax your thread. That may help you, but I just twist it on and then start making my wraps to form the body of this particular fly. And nothing has to be too perfect. It's okay if they're a little buggy. That's kind of the idea. And when you collect the cat hair, you get the under fur, and then you get some of the longer. You get some of their longer hairs too, and that's okay. Like I said, these will stick out, be a little buggy, and that's kind of what you want, that real shrimpy, buggy looking effect on the fly anyway. And keep working this material on until I'm happy with it. Pull some of the material back at the front if you get too crazy in the front. And if you have any super crazy hairs, now's a good time. You can trim them up a little bit. But like I said, I kind of like to leave things a little bit buggy because that's the idea. This time it's nice to invert the flying device. Goes a little bit easier for this part. And I'm going to tie in a wing. And you can use EP fibers or craft fur or anything you really want. I like the wing to be about 1.5 times the hook shank, and the tip of your wing will go about halfway to your back kicker legs. In this case, I'm using pseudo hair, and I'm going to tie a wing of that in here real quick on top. I like pseudo hair, but here again you can use whatever material you tend to have on hand. And I'm going to trim up the ends here. And I'll clean up that head there with a few more wraps here. Now this is kind of the fun part of this fly, is the kicker legs. Again, I'm going with the orange and black barred, and I've pre-cut them in half once again, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to fold them in half on the thread, grab the tips, swing them up, and tie in on each side of the fly. And I like to rotate the vise. That way I can get a good look at the other side. And repeat the process. Tie these in. Pretty happy with those. I'm going to put a half hitch in front on the hook eye here, kind of hold everybody in place, and you can adjust your rubber legs at this time to get them, those front ones, right where you want them to be. I'm going to come with another half hitch just to secure it. And that is basically the fly, the Mr. Gene fly. Some people call it a squimp. I'm going to cut these front kicker legs about the length of the hook shank. I don't want to be too crazy long. When the fly is stripped, these legs kick back like this and give the fly a very good action. That is the basic fly right there. It's got a nice buggy body with the cat hair. The kicker legs going to give it lots of action, and hopefully the next time you see this bug, we'll be tossing it at some bonefish and hopefully landing a few. No shortage of cat hair out there, so whenever you can use your cat hair as a dubbing for a body material like this, I highly recommend it. It's a nice material. Thanks for watching, and like I said, the next time you see this, we'll be landing some bonefish.
Got a fish, make the cast here. Got a little follower, keep stripping, a little faster, make him chase, and there's the slip. That's what bonefish do right there. They give the reel a pretty good workout. Get some line back and watch him run again. There's a nice bonefish under the water with a Mr. Gene fly right in the side of his mouth where it should be. And that's a bonefish right there that's pretty tired and ready to give up. Thanks for the good times and memories then and now, Mr. Gene. I hope you find some still water and rest in peace.